So guys, if you want to supplement with any protein right now after a nice workout to get your muscles recovering faster, after a nice workout you need your muscle to recover, right? You need your muscles to basically repair. So the way isolate is gonna do is gonna repair your muscles, and it's gonna get down to the nitty gritty. It's gonna push it down, and it comes in a lot of flavors. Their whey isolate protein is called Formula 1. Formula 1 is 1stphorm's whey isolate pure protein. Now Formula 1 it's got fruit punch, watermelon. You got some cereals. You can do Lucky Charms, but it's called Magical Charms. I think Cinnamon Toast Crunch. They got Cinnamon Toast Crunch which tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So Cinnamon Toast Crunch is amazing. Alright. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and the other one they have, there's another one, Fruit Loops, I think. May I recall, I think it's like the Fruit Loops. It's called Loop de Fruit, really nice one too. So they got these nice flavors. 1stphorm has these nice flavors that a lot of companies don't have, a lot of brands don't have. So not only the taste of the whey isolate protein is amazing, the repairing the muscles after a workout, your daily needs of protein is you're gonna get all that in one, all right. And then on top of that, if you buy that, they also have a thing called an ignition. It's for your muscle glycogen, all right. If you lower your glycogen levels after a workout, after high intensity workout, after 45 minutes to an hour, you need your muscles to repair even faster. You need like a carbohydrate that basically just gets into the source, so your muscle will repair way faster. It's gonna go into that process once you get that carbohydrate source, the ignition. So if you take the muscle whey isolate protein and the ignition together, they both will repair your muscles faster. And then when you want to train harder the next day, you'll feel less sore. You won't feel as sore as in the next day, because normally when you don't take this, I've tried it without any of these supplements. You can supplement without all this stuff. You don't need to supplement, but you will feel sore. You won't be able to go to the next. You will feel sore for days. But when you take 1stphorm's Formula 1 and Ignition together, which is my best, I think personally, my go-to thing. You can take BCAAs, you can take, anything that creatine or anything like that. But I think the best stack the best version they have is Formula 1 and Ignition. Those two together, if you work those two together, your body will recover faster and you'll see a huge difference. So I think personally, those are the best two on the market, and the flavors are amazing. And when you compare the two, I've been comparing a lot lately since I've been trying to do this 1stphorm athlete search. And funny thing is, I've been trying to compare like a lot of the flavors that they have, and there's no flavor out there that beats the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Like, I love the final Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You know when you have that milk and you have that final, like, all those crumbs from the Cinnamon Toast Crunch at the end. Like, that's what it is. Like, you suck that, you basically drink that whole milk, right? Because that's how great that Cinnamon Toast Crunch is. So they bring in all these varieties together for us from cereal, so that way we enjoy our whey isolate protein at the same time. And if you drink the Ignition with the whey isolate protein, it's unflavored. So even if you won't taste the Ignition. So if you guys need any feedback or nothing like that, just get back at me. But Formula 1 and Ignition on 1stphorm, their protein, their supplements are amazing. If you need any recovery, muscle recovery, less sore, for the next workout, for next day, you can even work out twice a day. That's how great you'll feel after that, after you take those things. If you work out in the morning, and then if you want to work out at night, the carbohydrates, I mean, your muscle will be like, basically it's gonna work. As soon as you take that, it's a fast carbohydrate. So as soon as you take it, your body just goes to work. Whereas a lot of the glucose, and you take all this other, a lot of people say that to take glucose and stuff after a workout, okay, or sucrose or fructose, that you can eat most of this That's what a lot of bodybuilders, a lot of people do, that they take all this sugars after a workout, right? But what you need is, you need the right carbohydrate, or you need the one that's a glucose. So the ignition, what they have an ingredient in ignition is not just glucose. What it is glucose, but it's the most pure form of glucose you can find on anywhere in any market. 1stphorm has that. It's called dexanhydrous glucose. Okay, and what happens is that glucose, as soon as you take it, because after a workout, we all know you can't just have a protein, right? So for mass building, for you to actually build muscle growth, you need this glucose. So as soon as after a workout, you need some form of sugar. You need not just any type of sugar. You need the purest form, and 1stphorm does that. And it's called dexanhydrous glucose, and it goes right into your muscle and digests fast. Once you digest that really fast, it digests straight away, and it goes into muscle growth. Okay, and what I like to point is, this is my final point, is that ignition, going with the protein, that you gotta have both weight isolate and ignition. You don't have to buy both, but that's up to you. I'm not here to sell you supplements, but I'm here to talk to you guys about how supplements work. So what happens is, with your muscle recovery, you need something. You need protein, and you need a little bit of fat, and you also need the carbohydrates. So that's what that carbohydrate does. So the carbohydrate does that. And then as for the protein, you need muscle recovery, and then the protein has 5 grams of BCAA. So on top of the BCAA, which will be your body doing the muscle growth. So when you're sleeping, or when you throughout the day, you need your body to, basically you need to sip on protein. You can't not have supplements. I mean, you can get it from chicken, you can get all this stuff, but if you got a hectic lifestyle, you're gonna need protein shakes. Okay, so if anybody out there who's not taking protein, I tell you guys to start. Basically, if you think you're not gaining weight, protein is the best way to go, and it has to be weight isolate, the purest form. Okay, so what you want to do is, you want to get the weight isolate, and they have the 5 grams of BCAA. Okay, which is branch-chain amino acids. You need something that's not essential to your body. Like, that's stuff that our body doesn't produce. So you need that. The essential amino acids, we get that, all right? But as far as the BCAAs, that's stuff that we need. So your body is gonna basically go into repair mode, okay? So your body is basically gonna go into growth. So as far as that goes, you're going into growth, and you're gonna speed up the workout process, recovery time, and hopefully you guys can try to get on board with that. But remember, you gotta supplement to try out things, because I never used to supplement with stuff. I would just I wouldn't even care like any other stuff. I would just drink protein. I would take mass gainers. You guys know my story. Like, at this point, I had no clue. If someone had told me all this stuff earlier in my childhood, all right, or in my 20s, I would have been taking this a long time ago. But I guess you go down. I wish I had someone like me tell you guys how this works, so I would have thought about it, and I would have got into supplementation. But unfortunately for me, it didn't work out that way. So anybody that can learn from this, hopefully you guys can learn and take something from this, and hopefully move forward with it and see what you guys can do with it, because supplement is the key to bodybuilding if you guys really want to supplement with stuff. All right, just start off. You don't need to get a whole bunch of stuff. If you want to get the whey isolate protein, if you don't have that, get that. If you guys have whey isolate protein, try to get this ignition from 1stphorm, the purest glucose form out there, that will make you basically repair everything that you need and be ready for your next workout. And you'll feel the pump. The next workout, you'll see what you've achieved. So this is Abu Bakr signing off. Have a great day, guys.